How do? Let me just do some housekeeping. Wrong kind of housekeeping. Alright, let's just do some housekeeping. Oh my god, what have I done? Right, yeah, sorry. Just gotta make sure my audio's good today. There was a problem with audio yesterday. So I've got to have a look and see if let me just check it. Right, yeah, sorry. Just gotta make sure my audio's good today. Yeah. So yesterday, something weird glitch. I don't know. Weird glitch. Let's just knock down the resolution. Okay, right. Let's just say new timeout links. You can now put people in timeout, ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Okay, whatever that is. Yeah. Right. So hi, UPAS community. So we're on a bit of a live stream. Welcome to UPAS ESP32 Web API ChatGPT Code Optimisation #4 live. That's a bit of a mouthful. Just make sure everything else is good. Looks okay. Right, so where did we get to? Where we got to is we've refactored some code, and I've just gone ahead and we're going to try and implement some of this now and tidy up the login section and see what we can do. And we've got hang on, here's the screen. We can just do that with it. That. Right, oh, hang on, let's get them. Yeah, let's get that back up and running again. Right. So, yeah, want to modify this as well. I've noticed a weird thing that if I do, I don't know if this is probably even worse now I'm live streaming, but if I click on about, it goes to about quickly, and then if I click on login, it goes back to login, and if I click on about again, see how it hangs the third time? It's trying to find it. It will find it. I won't do anything, it will get there. It's like it knows you're playing silly buggers. And it's put it there and it's still trying to find something. And it's there. It hasn't come up with error or anything. And I've re-enabled on the debug. Right, so it's got the debug. Now here, this is the live. Like, I think that's live. Let's just bring that up. If I go on to login, you should. I've got the content size, the header size. Sorry. Header size, the content size, and the footer size, and the total size. So I've limited my buffer. I was reserving 8K or 8,000 bytes of memory for the character buffer, but I was only ever using, I think, the settings one. So if I go on there, yeah, it's hanging now, but it'll get there. Yeah, I think it's a browser thing. I don't know. On the mobile it works okay quickly. Right, so it's anything we can deal with problem, isn't it? Right. Just have a look on here. Yeah, we're okay. Right, still going at it, yeah. I suppose you could have a timeout on it. Well, I'm on my last kind of roller cola. You can see it got there. Let me just turn off this. Turn off the serial monitor and back on again. Right. Right. Enter filters. What's it doing? Control C menu. What's this doing? Don't know what that's doing. Let's turn it off again. Terminate the task. Alright, and then switch it on. So I've had it's running. Right, so terminal on COM10. Right, I'll tell you what, let's just restart. I'll restart I'll reset the controller. Hang on. Don't know what it's doing. Alright, so I've restarted it. It hasn't shown up. I'm not connected, am I? Let's try Control T for menu. Unknown character. Alright, so there's a weird one, isn't there? Tell you what, close Visual Studio Code and open it back up again. Yes, some weird stuff going on today. Anyway, you can do the same thing every day, and then all of a sudden, one day, you have a few issues for no reason whatsoever. I've literally had this running for about 3-4 hours, and yeah, it's probably. I'll blame it on Windows Update. That's what we'll blame it on. We'll blame it on Windows trying to do an update. It's always the Windows Update that's causing issue. It's either the Windows Update itself or the fact that your system's trying to do a Windows Update. Right. So, let's try and do something a bit more interesting, at least. So why is this terminal like that? Right, so it's gone into this for some reason. I suppose I should read what it's saying. Available filters and text transformations. What's all this about? Send on enter time. More details. What's this? What am I doing wrong here? Let's have a look at device manager. Maybe this thing's using a different port all of a sudden. No, it's COM10. Okay, so we're on COM10. So why isn't it not showing me anything? Okay, let's restart the controller. I thought I'd already done that. Oh, I think I pressed the program button instead of the reset. Anyway, so it's connected. Yeah, it's there. So let's just go and refresh the screen. Yeah. So I'll tell you what I want to do. I wanted to put a space in between that. Let's do that now before it's too late. So what I'm going to do is refactor some of this code. Hang on a second. Yeah, so serial print. We want a bit of a space here before. So let's put a just print nothing. I don't even know I don't think you have to do that, but let's just do that. Oh, we want to print a line. So that's it, print line. Just need a space so we know when the new one is started. So let's upload that. Yeah, I was thinking about building a new computer, and then I've got a lot of stuff in a basket, contemplating whether to go for it. But yeah, a lot of money to spend on a new computer. This one's okay, but when you're trying to do live streaming, testing software, doing all sorts of stuff, and don't forget the USB ports. Over time, they get worn out. You get knocked as you walk past it, and all sorts. So I suppose you could just buy a new case. You need a new motherboard, really. Then if you're going to do that, you might as well just build a new computer. Right, so we go back onto the terminal. Right, so we've got the terminal up. Right, so we'll go back onto this again. I wish I could get this. Can I have this on top? View, always on top. Has it got that kind of thing? Zoom. Page, downloads, bookmarks. Help, more tools, settings. No. Is it done? I'm pretty sure you could have it always on top. Menu bar, customize. No, I don't see it. Oh well. Right, so let's just reload that. So we got that. Oh, here we go. So we've got the same IP address. Yeah. Takes its time. I don't know. Yeah. So you saw it come up then. So when when we just went then, this is the handler routine. We went into here, and the first thing it does is it loads the route down here. It goes right to the bottom. Right, it goes right to here, and it does this bit here, handle the route, and it sends that. No, it doesn't. No, sorry, it sends. So what it does? There you go. No, it goes to the top bit. That's right. It goes to the top bit first. So it does this login request. That's what it does from the root. And when it does that, it'll execute this handle button request, which is up here. Well, it's not really a button request anymore. I should rename that. That's what ChatGPT called it. It's not a button request. It's just a handler request. So let's just change that now. I'll leave that. I'll change it later. Right. So we're handling a button request. Well, we're not really. This is where it gets confusing. Let's change it now. Now I can either let this search and find and replace it. I'll tell you what, we'll do that. We'll find and replace it on here. Right. Finding files. Right, so let's find that. We want to replace. Hang on, I've done a mistake. So replace. Replacing files. So we've got, it's all the same file. So handle request. That's it. Okay. Has it changed? Has it replaced them? No. What's it doing? Use regular. Go on then. We'll replace it then. Right. What am I doing? Replace. What is it doing? Can't you just replace them all? So I don't know. I never use this in this particular program. What's going on? Replace history. Go on then, do it. What on earth is going on? Oh. Morning everyone. Afternoon, evening. Good night. Yeah. Yeah, you're listening to Dave Paul Jones, the madman. He spends his evening trying to trying to create something. Yeah. Gwildor, scientist and inventor. Yeah. Right. So I can't even operate a replace search. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. So I'll try a replace instead of finding files. Now it doesn't know what I'm talking about, so I'll have to get that. I thought computers were supposed to be clever. Replace, so that's it. Okay, what's that say? Replace, enter, replace all, press enter. Okay, has it done it? Has it changed the name of the file? Yeah. And it's changed the text as well. Okay, that's good. And it's changed the actual, yeah, okay. Amazing. He's done a final replace. Big deal, eh? Right. Okay. Right, let's get back to it. So we've done that. So we've got it down here and it's still showing the wrong stuff. So okay, go on then. We'll upload it again. Upload it again. We haven't done the intro music, so hi all. Let's do intro. Oh, I was going to do a little bit of video explaining the UPAS project and create it as a fill, an infill, if you know what I mean. Create it as a fill, so you could click on it and do stuff like this. Okay. So basically, if you get, I don't sort of tell anyone what my project is now. I show them bits, but I don't actually explain succinctly what it is. Anyway, so I should do a little video on that really, and then cut it out. Maybe I can do that live now. Oh no, I need to. Yeah, I could do it. Tell you what, let's just do it. Right, here we go. Ready? So we'll minimise all this lot. We'll cue the we're into it. Live 18 minutes in, so we'll get to 19 minutes and we'll do a. Oh, you're supposed to write it down, aren't you? You can't just do it off the fly, can you? Let's try it off the fly, but keep it simple. Yeah. Right, we're nearly there. Right, here we go then. Right, so let's start it up. Okay. Right, I'll go now. Hello and welcome to the UPAS introduction. So if you don't know what UPAS is, it's my long-time project I've been working on since 2012, and it's a full-blown C# Windows Presentation Foundation Windows application, and it's called UPAS. It's got built-in stuff. We've got a login screen. It opens up to
welcome to UPAS.
A virtual server.
Engine 22 is now online. Engine 23 is now online. Engine 31 is now online.
Yeah, so you've got your virtual server rack, okay, and you've got various buttons. You're seeing a minimised version of it at the minute. You can do things like stretch the rack, and then you can stretch each one of these items in the rack is a ESP32 or some kind of device around the place. So you interact with it from here. You can stretch the engine, and then you can go on to all the that particular engine's configuration, and then you can go on to its parameters. You got that for each engine, and you've got your main UPAS system configuration and settings, and you can minimise that back down there. So you can go on to expand this window to a full screen, where you get a tree view and your event log, a bit like YouTube's top events type of thing. Just gives you some information there, and you're supposed to be able to talk to it as well. Let's try and ask it the time. Ready? UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 9:28 p.m.
It's working okay today. And you can do things like run a script. Built into it my own scripting language. It's based on Amstrad CPC kind of language. And I've probably... Did I click on that? Where's it gone? Maybe I didn't click on it. Or maybe I did and I've got two of them. No, hang on. Let's just shrink this down a bit. Yeah, I've got it there, sorry. Right, so it's there. Right. Yeah, it must have always on top on, so let's just turn always on top off. This is supposed to be an intro to show you always on top, turn it off. That's an example of the parameters built in. Groups of parameters, right, so we can open the script, so let's just have a look at the war games script, if I can find it. There it is. So we load the script, and it'll show you a window, and it's supposed to look a bit like an Amstrad CPC retro computer, but as you can see I replaced the startup stuff with my own. It was written from nothing, made my own parser and all the rest of it, and it's got its own very, very basic scripting language, and it's just a start off of it. It supports a few commands, so if you go question mark, it'll tell you all 46 commands supported, and it's very easy to add new commands and stuff. I basically made this so it can debug the system and check it out. So you got that, and you can list the script just like line numbers, and you can run a script. So let's run it.
Greetings, Professor Fulton.
And we've got the old war games going on.
Time. Can you explain the removal of your user account on June 23rd,
pause a script.
1973?
You can break a script, and you can exit the window. So you can run a script from here, so you click on it and you just run a script, and it'll put it down here.
Greetings, Professor Fulton.
And then you can go to the extreme.
Excellent.
Do some crazy stuff like run the same one again.
Removal of
Ready?
your user account on June 23rd, 1973. Shall we play? Excellent.
You can actually go crazy and run it again.
Shall we play a game of chess?
And you've got the ability to shut them down, so let's shut them down. Stop the script. Stop the script. Stop the script. Right. From this window you can allocate a startup script and a shutdown script, and you can do activate a script on a timer. You got software has two timers, and you can enter a script into the timer and use various things, and that's basically it. You can back up your script, restore scripts, delete scripts. Anyway, let's get rid of that. So scripting, you got your scripting language, and you got your built-in voice commands here. So help on the... I don't think these voice commands are going to come up, because I think they come up on another window. Yeah, they're coming up on the other display, so you won't be able to see that. But basically, you got built-in help. What else have we got here going on? I don't know. Reports. You can bring up reports. You can do like a roll call and stuff like that. And it'll bring up this list, and you can print this out and zoom and all the rest of it. What else have I built in? I forgot half the stuff. So you've got built-in help, built-in scripts, miscellaneous information about site. If you want to set information for a site, all your engines come up down here. You can do various things: reboot, reinstate, ping them. Time zones. Yeah, for your timers, you can set up a time zone. Just open that up, and you've got this form that you can set the times. You can do stuff like drag the time zone around. You can scroll wheel it down, up and down, and then drag and move it. So do all that, and then you can do things like copy it, that same segment you put into there, like what's that? See that? So you can save that and anything. Anyway, let's not go too deep into it. Right, so come out of that. You got access groups. So these devices here can be grouped, and you can give a user access to certain devices. And you've got your users list, so you could bring up your user, and there's your users record. Recognise area start, and you got Bill Gates, Elon Musk. You basically got token capability, access control, using some tokens like this one here, for instance. And you can do. Let's go down to this other one. Swap these around. You've got a reader there, and a couple of readers. And as you swipe, let's just close that down. You'll see that they've got people's faces coming up. And these are tokens that are proximity tokens that have been allocated. So it's an access control system, but it's not just access control, it's traditional and cloud-based Internet of Things, factory, office, and home automation. Yeah, home automation. So that's why I built in the ability to do a script, and you got voice commands and all sorts of stuff. Let's see if let's try another command. UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 9:35 p.m.
UPAS expand to 3. Expanded to 4 as well. UPAS collapse all engines. UPAS collapse window. UPAS expand rack. UPAS expand rack. UPAS expand all engines. UPAS collapse all engines. UPAS collapse all engines. It's not quite getting it down here. UPAS collapse all engines. Yeah. UPAS collapse rack. UPAS collapse rack. Okay. So it's like I say, it's when it streams. You've got more going on. What else? Oh yeah, you can bring up your film strip, event log, stroke, activity. So this is oh, hang on, let's bring it up there. So you got your strip, and then you can have that on the screen, and when you swipe in your system, they'll come along, and then you can click on the photos, and so on and so forth. And then you can just click any one of these and bring up the record. So if I want to see area, just go like that. Or was it double click? Can't remember now. Oh, it's probably because I'm. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I think it was double click. Can't quite remember. Anyway, so you got all that. Now the restrictions. If you have a look on here, it says function of the token. Most access controls, it only allows you to impulse a relay. But this one, you can do impulse relay 2. Impulse relay 1 with anti-passback, impulse relay 2 with anti-passback, impulse relay 1 with extended egress time, same again with it relay 2, and then you got super user capability. where it doesn't. You can have a token if you're the manager and you don't want to be tracked. You can become a super user. No events will be recorded for you. You can set a conference function. This is supposed to be a quick intro, wasn't it? And toggle. You can toggle a door open or closed or a relay. Switch to a camera and you can call reception. Like if I suddenly change that one now to call reception and update it. That's broadcast and update, and I don't know where the token is. But basically, we won't be clicking a relay now. We'll be calling reception if we can find it again. Hang on. Oops! I just dropped one. I always drop one on the floor, don't I? So we've got to find the token now. And I bet you, how much you want to bet? The one that I dropped on the floor. That's it. So Aria has just... Let me silence that before everyone gets deafened. So this is going to be a switching the audio and video on from an ESP32 cam. At the minute we've just got the packet system in place and activating the alarm and all this kind of stuff. Activating this, so you can take multiple calls from different entrances down here, different devices. So you can do like refuge call, sorts of stuff you can do with this. Anyway, let's shut that down. Let's get rid of that. You also got a vertical one. If you don't like the horizontal one, you can have a vertical one there. So it's just like a negative film. You can just got your details, where it's at, and all the rest of it. So let's get rid of that. That's just a bit of fancy stuff in it, right? What else can I say about it? Nothing. That's it. Well, there's all sorts going on here. I can't remember half of it. Anyway, so that's what. Oh, you've got. I haven't showed you this. Let's have it. So you've got these buttons here, all around the edge. Get quick access to various buttons. If you have an emergency, you can just click an emergency button, and you can get access to do this kind of stuff. You've got surveillance, automation. You can set timers to do stuff, access control, add new users, zones, tokens, activity, information. Oh yeah, I could show you that, couldn't I? So your information screen, basically, if I go on to miscellaneous information about
Ardu PLC's Ultra Connect, with UPAS. Copyright 2012 to 2020. By David Paul Jones.
Yeah.
All rights reserved.
It's just, basically, it's, you can do installation, site details and stuff. You can do, you can do demonstration, whatever you wanted to do with that. Yeah, that's it really. I mean, you got event list here. You could just say if I want to see tokens. So, what will that do? Yeah, just show you all the tokens and hide all the other stuff. Engine statuses, users, and you got time spans, record limits and stuff. Engine status imports. You could do scripts now. Hang on, non-token, admin, logged on and stuff. It's for today. If I change the time scan, it'll show me other dates going back. That's basically just your event log. That's it really. We're currently trying to integrate MQTT into this and Tasmotor, and it's gonna be a broker. It's an MQTT broker as well. Or it will be. So this will be a broker, and it'll be a client as well, or it's both. You could have multiple ones of this on different desktops, but the main one will be the server and the broker. UPAS, what time is it? UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 9:42 p.m.
Okay. Right, so that's basically it. So when you close it, it does all...
Thank you for using
I
UPAS.
forgot something actually. Multiple site capability. I'll just show you the multiple site capability. Forgot about that. Most access controls, it just work on
Welcome
one
to
site
UPAS.
normally. Most systems.
Engine 22 is now online. Engine 23 is now online. Engine 31 is now online.
Right, so basically, if you go to the house, you can choose your site. At the minute, we're on one called Event Horizon, and if you do, you can back up the site. So you just back the site up. It'll keep a backup of up to 5, and then it'll roll over. And you can choose different sites, so you can manage other sites with this if you wanted to. And the whole idea, actually, just give me an idea actually, because right, basically what I can do, if I go onto a browser, say, let's go onto this a second, and I've got one called, I forget what it's called now, it's called upas.duck DNS, oh there it is, right, so I can click on that. Can't find it. Now is that because maybe I haven't got it switched on? I'm supposed to keep track of my controller. Right, didn't find that. Okay, well basically it's got the ability to bring this up. It's not this address though. It's actually, let's see if it's .0. I think it was 98. So it's there. It's there, but it's not. I wonder why DYDNS. It's not finding it. Anyway, that was supposed to keep a track of that, but to be fair, I have had it powered off, so maybe when it needed to call it and find out if it was there, it missed it somehow. Anyway, right, so you got multiple devices. I think there's another one here. Let's try another one. 192.168.0.99, is it? Yeah. So now we've got 3 devices. They're all got the same firmware on. And the devices are these down here. We've got this one, that one. And we've got this one here we're doing the web API on, which is the same as this one we're doing nothing on. It's just another one in a box. Right. Let me just have a browse on here. So that's basically intro into that. But we're open to suggestions. We're open to suggestions. So if anyone's got any ideas, they want to put something in it, because I'm gonna it's open source. It's gonna be open source. As soon as I got a working good version of it. Let me just make sure my audio hasn't gone nuts. We're open to suggestions, so if anyone's got any... Yeah, the audio hasn't gone nuts, so it was... Last live stream, it was gargling, it was doing some weird stuff. Not sure why, anyway. So, yeah, so we've got lots going on. I'm just trying to tidy the code up at the minute. So go back to this. We've got ChatGPT, the poor man's version 3.5. I don't like paying for anything. Yeah, so sometimes you have to, if you want a better version, you've got to pay for it, haven't you? Right, so I've previously asked, can you improve the code? And I've supplied it with some code. And it's come back, I can do this myself really, but I'm just trying to get it to do it. See if it could, don't know, do it, just let it carry on, see what it might have a different approach to me. Some of the stuff it suggests doesn't actually work, so we could put this into the code. Let's get you back over on this bit, right. Let's close down the UPAS, get rid of that because it's taking up resources while I'm trying to stream.
Thank you for using UPAS.
Okay. So that's the UPAS project, which it'll be a broker. It'll be a broker as well, and yes, it's going to be a broker. Whether you don't have to use that as the broker, you could use any broker, Mosquito, whatever you want to use. But it's nice to have one, whether you use it or not, or whether you use another one. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right, let's get back to the code. So we've got our code here. So we've uploaded that. Let's get back onto the terminal. Right, so it's we've got debug on. Let's get on to, let's close these down, they're distracting. Right, so we'll log on. Actually, we need to minimize that so we can see the log on. So it's just, as we've logged on, it's just it's telling you it's gone into the function handle request. The header size, so it sent 3 parts of HTML file. Header content, and then you got the footer. The header and the footer stay exactly the same size. It's only the content that changes. Then you got your total size. The reason I'm doing that, I just want to see how big the size is, trying to reduce it down. Alright, I seem to have gone into a mess here, haven't I? Hang on. I've gone into an overlap thing. I could do with this being always on top. Surely you could do that, can't you? Alright, let's see if we can get it always on top. Settings. Alright, we've got any view settings? Startup, always check. Browser tabs. View, colour, zoom, language, translations, downloads. Browsing, always use, text. No, I can't see anything for always on top. Let's have a look. Always on top. It hasn't got one. On top. So why haven't we got it on view? View. No, that's a shame, isn't it? Firefox hasn't got an always on top. That's a shame. I don't believe it. Let's see, let's ask someone. Does Firefox, we could have asked ChatGPT, Firefox have always on top? Brings up the drop down menu, includes always on top. What? By default, the keyboard shrug Alt and space brings up the drop down menu that includes always on top. Alt and space. Right, let's try it. Alt and space. Right, no. Is it the other Alt and space? No. So, I don't know what I was talking about there. Right, Firefox window is always in top mode. No. How do I keep the window visible on top? Firefox. Right. Firefox itself does not have any native features for this. Right, doesn't do it then. That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Why that don't do it? I suppose it would be a pain, but it's great for this kind of stuff. I'll tell you what, let's try a different browser. Let's try this one. I hope I don't get doxed. Where are you? DuckDuckGo browser. God, that's rubbish, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's see if it's got an always on top. View. About, settings. Window, no, nothing. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent again. Autofill. Find people, more tools, settings, general, download, advanced, about downloads, private appearance. Right, this is very basic, isn't it? Yeah, okay, forget that then. Never mind, we'll have to just make sure it's on top manually every time. Right, so we've got server not found trigger fav icon. Okay, that might be causing us an issue, mightn't it? Further, yeah, log in. So it's trying to find favy icon. Now, this might be in the server. It's trying to find that. Where's it trying to find that? Right, let's have a look at the page source. Page source. Right, where's it trying to? It's probably in the CSS, isn't it? Yeah, it would. Must be in the CSS. So it won't be able to find that, but I'll be able to go into this bit at the top. Here's the CSS code for that, for all the web API. Right, favy icon. Where's favy icon? See, can you spot favy icon? No, it's just right. It shouldn't cause it. Maybe it might be causing an issue. Favy icon. Why have I got favy icon? I remember seeing that somewhere. We're going off on a tangent again. So we got, here's the header. Get out of the way. Right, it's annoying that is. Right, anyway. Right, so we've got the footer. There's nothing to do with the favy icon in there now. Content, no, it's got no favy icon. So that is weird. Server not found. Login. Server not found login. Server not found favy icon. Right, that's interesting that is. Right, so let's just get that up again. Let's just do an about. So it didn't complain there. Let's go back to login. And it's doing that business again, look. I've got to look at my codes. I don't know if it's code problem or what. I always keep saying this. Ah, dear. Let's go and have a look. Right, 45 minutes in. Howdy. Right. Right, still doing it. Oh my god. So it's not come up with an error or anything here. And it's just issued. I suppose I could do with knowing the page in case there's a lag. Let's log in. Or we could just go back to this and do. Right, so it's done it there. Right, admin. Right, so yeah, it's not complaining there. So impulse, learn off. That's okay. Go on settings. It's hanging again. Yeah, I don't know quite know. Something weird going on here. We'll have to redo that code. That ChatGPT's create some functions for me. I haven't implemented them yet. Maybe I'll put them in. It might clean this up a bit. I was hoping it would. See, it prints the statement there, but it's still searching. Look. So it's done it, but the data hasn't got to the web page yet, and that is weird. Or it hasn't acknowledged it, or whatever. There it is now. I haven't touched it. Yeah, so you saw, see that turns up as soon as the web page asks for the page. It does all this. It sends it, but lost it now. But should click save. Go on then. Right, it's just saved all the settings there. Right. Content size 2147. Oh yeah, that's a bit bigger. This is. So that's just over 2K. All that bit there, that data. Right, so go on to still it's done the business, but it's like the page hasn't finished. Right, so go on about. So that was pretty quick. It's got a small content size, 406. I've lost it because I wanted always on top, didn't I? Oh well. Right. So we're on engine about. So let's. I don't know how much of this is browser problem or. Tell you what, let's try a different browser. Let's. We'll leave that there. Let's load up. So that DuckDuckGo again, whatever that one is. Let's try that one. See if that does the same thing. Right, so we've got DuckDuckGo now. And that seemed to be very quick, unless it hasn't cached it. Right, so it's there. Let's do about. Right, so it's done that one. Let's go back to login. That's pretty quick. Now do about. And back to login. And about. So, could be a problem with. Or an add-on or something in my main. Maybe I've got blocker. I've got a blocker on that, haven't I? Oh, see that? The engine's just reset itself. It just reset then. What's it say? Rebooting. Abort. Handle, right, so watchdog. Task watchdog got triggered. The following task did not reset the watchdog in time. Async TCP. Did not reset the watchdog, right, so it was sort of stuck there. Abort was called. The following task, async TCP. Right, let's copy that. Right, let's copy that, put that into ChatGPT. And, yeah. Let's see what it says about this. The error message you're seeing indicates that the ESP32's task watchdog timer has triggered because certain tasks did not certain tasks did not reset the watchdog in time. This often happens when there is a portion of code that takes too long to execute, causing the watchdog timer to expire and trigger abort. Here are some common causes. Blocking code. If you have a blocking code such as long loops or operators that take a considerable amount of time, it can trigger the watchdog. Identify the parts, right. Asynchronous callbacks. If you are using asynchronous callbacks, make sure they complete their execution in a reasonable time. Long running operations in asynchronous callback can lead to watchdog, yeah. Memory issue. Insufficient memory can lead to delays and cause the watchdog timer to trigger. Ensure your code manages memory properly and check for memory leaks. Interrupt handling. If you are using interrupts, ensure that they are handled efficiently. Lengthy interrupts, yeah, I know about that one. Task priorities. Review the priorities of your tasks. Critical tasks such as those related to networking, yeah. Watchdog timeout configuration. Adjust the watchdog timeout configuration if needed. The default timeout is relatively short. Might need a longer timeout. Hardware issues. Ensure that there's no hardware issue causing delays. This can include issues with power supply stability. Right. To troubleshoot the issue, you can try the following. Enable debug logs. Examine the logs. Use profile tooling. Break down your code into small sections while addressing these potential issues. Yeah. Okay. Right, so get back onto that and go onto that. Right, now has it done it again since? Let's have a look. Nope. Right, okay. So let's refresh this. So we'll go on to about. Go on to login. Go on to about. Go on to login. Go on to about. Go on to login. Okay. Right. So we'll log in this time. So it's definitely reacting better than Mozilla for some reason. Oh, we had a reboot then. See that? We had a reboot. Another one. Right, what's going on here? Right, where is it? So it's rebooted again. Same again, is it? Yeah. Watch time I got triggered. I was only typing in, wasn't I? I wasn't doing anything. Same again, isn't it? Right, don't know. Mind you, I'm on a lead that's might be would it be the power supply? It should say brownout, shouldn't it? If it was a brownout problem. I'm on one I don't normally use, and it's not configured. All the IOs aren't configured properly, so I can't take this as gospel really. This one, it's not even in the circuit, and they've got floating inputs and stuff like that. So, and not correctly assigned on the pinouts. So what we'll do, we'll upload one of our. Yeah, I'll swap it over and upload. Right, let's change over to a Node MCU. Let that run in the background a minute. And I'll swap the lead over from this one. And put it into one of my actual controllers. Right, so I've got that into an actual controller now. Someone's giving me a thumbs up, fair play. Thank you. Okay. Right. Yeah, so I've got I'm going to upload that into the controller that I've got down here. I'll show you that. This one here, I plugged it into there now, so I've got nothing in there. That one. Okay, we're still streaming. We're into an hour into it. Yeah. Right, so we're settled here. So I'll have to compile this. Let me just go onto Node MCU. I'll have to make sure we've got. Is that it? Yeah. We'll have to switch. We've got the debug on. Web API, comms, network time, TFT, yeah. Touchscreen, yeah. OLED. Have I got all that switched off on this one? I have, haven't I? Okay, so touchscreen. We haven't got touchscreen plugged in anyway. Tell you what, let's turn that off a minute. And turn the screen off. So we've got the OLED. No module, and everything else is as is, yeah. Okay, let's just compile that, see if there's any problem. Right, give me a second on that one. Let's ask ChatGPT something. What can we ask it? Tell you what, we need to get the code what it gave us earlier and set this up. Alright, so I need to let's copy this whole thing. Do you think it'll work without error? They don't normally. Alright, so we don't need the server on login. Add more functions by handling. Server log. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, fair enough. Handle button 2. Handle button 1. Alright, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Don't want to. Yeah, well, I'll get to that in a bit though. Right, let's check on the progress. Oh, that's going to take a while. Right, let's get back over here. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, what time I got? Quarter past, coming up to quarter past. Yeah, it's amazing, really. Yeah, so I can either go to the code here. See, what I want to do is sort this code out here. So you got, that's probably going to stay the same. Then you got this login section, which is quite big, and I've copied this into ChatGPT and asked it to, can you tidy it up a bit or break it down? What did I ask it? I can't remember. Hang on, what did I ask it now? Let's have a look. Can you improve the code? I asked it. Certainly, let's improve the code by addressing some of the suggestions mentioned. So, I'd have to introduce this. See, server on button 1, get handle button 1. Okay. Yeah, so it's creating these buttons. We could put that in a separate function, but keep it away from the main. Yeah. Just have a look at the code and see how easy it would be to do it myself. Yeah, so it hasn't mentioned anything about these though, has it? Settings, what's it done here? Character array, it's not done any of this, has it? Oh, that's not login, that's why, sorry. Hang on, that's not part of the login, that's the saving. Saving the settings, so the login bit it showed me, hasn't it? Right, here's the login bit. Login. And the settings is just part of the login. You know, it is in there somewhere. Right, so go back and see what it's actually showing me. So it said about the login. Yeah. It's handling the button request. Set up endpoints. Button 1, button 2, yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea, is it? Set endpoints. So these servers, they don't have to actually be inside the. I've done something strange, haven't I? Because I didn't fully understand the code initially. Well, I still don't understand it now. But basically, these server-ons are like events, so all you've got to do is tell it what to do when it gets there. Right, it's just finished building, so let's just upload it. Upload it to that. Oh, I've got to do a button juggle on this one. Forgot about that. That's why I'm using the dev kit. I've actually got to do a reset. Press the program button. Hold GPI 0 down. Oh, couldn't open COM10. Doesn't exist. Right, okay. Device manager. Oops. Just find out what COM port we're on for this other device. COM3. Right, let's just go back to this one. So we're on COM3. Oh, we're on COM3. What's that all about then? Error failed. Could not connect. Could not open the port. Doesn't. I didn't ask it to. User sides exception. Content file not found. Alright, there's some strange goings on here. So we're supposed to be on COM3 and we're on the same one, yeah. So why is it trying to upload to COM10? Probably because my terminal's already open. How do I shut the terminal? Probably erroring because I just pulled it out without shutting the terminal down, probably. How do I quit that? Terminal will be reused by task. Press any key to close it. Right. Okay. Oh, they put so much information, don't they? Terminal will be reused by tasks. Press any key to close it. I've just done user sides. Right. I think I'm going to have to come out of this software a minute. Hang on. Let's just come out a minute. It's my own fault. I unplugged the USB while it was still connected to a port, but it's not clever enough to disconnect it. I don't know. Right. Who knows, eh? Who knows anything? Who knows? Howdy doody. So, yeah, these are quite weird things to watch. Unmute. Okay. Really confusing, these streams. Anyway, when you're trying to concentrate on all this stuff. Right, so I'm back on again. We're on Node MCU. Let's see if I can upload it now. No, it's already compiled it. It shouldn't. Will it remember it from last time? Building a release mode. Yeah, of course it is. Oh dear, so you can spend lots of time. Hours failed. Could not open COM10. Still wants to open COM10, does it? That's weird. I'm on COM3 and I've told it I'm using ESP32. Yes, that's the right one. I don't want COM10. Right, anyway, we'll have to. Let's. Don't know. Don't ask me. Right, let's try again. Tell you what, I could use device manager and reset the port. Ports, there's no COM10 here. Tell you what, let's unplug it. Plug it back into the one it was set up as COM10. Oh, shake all the cameras, monitors and everything, sorry. These micro USB, you can't pull them out easy. Right, what we got now? Let's have a look. COM10 again. Right, okay. So we'll load up Visual Studio Code. This gets boring. So I've got that up. Where's Device Manager? Let's close that down. Get rid of that one. Alright, okay. Just checking on a few things. Good evening, anyone watching? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Dave's up to his old tricks again. He's sat here when he should be watching a film, drinking a pint with his feet up. Instead, he's working after he's been working all day. He's still working. Right. Anyway, so I want COM3. I've told it it's COM3. I'm on this one. Tell you what. Oh, see that there? It says set upload monitor test support. What's that? Why is that set to COM10? COM1 auto. That is weird. I think this is a problem if you get. Never used to do that. If you get an update, I want auto. Right, it's on auto. Right, let's just see what happens now. They keep updating stuff. You get an update and it does something new. I never didn't notice that before. That's alright saying, yeah, update it, but then they introduce new things, and before you know it, you're getting this kind of problem. Okay, so I've got another same problem again. No. Failed. Fail. Could not open COM3. Yeah, of course you can't, because I've just unplugged it back into COM10. Ah! Nightmare. Right. Right, try again. It's got a COM3 now. COM3, COM10. Tomato. Right, I've got to get on the buttons now and press these in a certain sequence, because I've got the wrong chip on it. It's got a cheap chip that they couldn't get hold of a certain chip, so you have to do the old reset and hold the reset down and press the program button or GPIO0 I think it is, then let go of the reset, yeah, to get it to get into the mode. Oh, although I could enable over the air programming really and do it that way. I'll have to try that. Anyway, so we've done it. Let's go into the serial monitor. Alright, so it's got the same code, so I've gone from the ESP32 S3 dev kit C1. I've gone over to ESP32S node MCU. Same code, but just by swapping over. So we're running the same thing. We're on 99 now instead of the IP address ends in 99 instead of that other one. So let's change that one. Let's put it on 99. Right, is it going to find it? Yeah, found it. So it's done the same thing. I just wanted to see if it comes up with that, because this one's got its own 12 volt supply powered up, and it's got a little buck converter on the board. It's got a reservoir capacitor. So if it still does it, it'll be a watchdog timeout on the software rather than something else brown it, but it was doing a full reset when it due to a watchdog timer. Right, let's try this one. So I'll go on about. Yeah, it's responding pretty quick. Go back to login. Yeah. Go on about. Go back to login. That took a little bit longer that time. Go on to about. That's taking longer. Yeah, something clever goes on here, doesn't there? Something clever goes on. So this is Firefox, isn't it? Don't know what I'm on now. Yeah, Firefox. Right, so you eventually got there. So that's a different controller, and it hasn't done a reset, even though it took a long time. So let's log in. Right, so admin and UPAS. So we're logging in. Oh, didn't like that. No, why did? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe this one's different. I might have set this one differently, the username, if I remember what it was. Right, let's run up UPass and see if I've put the actual password in this side of it.
Welcome to UPAS.
So we're looking for serial number 3.
Engine 22 is now online. Engine 23 is now online.
It's 22, so we want to go into 22 and go into the Wi-Fi settings, wireless. Right, okay. Oh, no, it still thinks I've got the original credentials in. Yeah, I think I might have probably just put UPass 1 in it. Yeah, this still thinks, yeah, because I didn't set it from the software, I set it from the web API.
Thank you for using UPass.
Right, let's get rid of that a minute. Okay, so let's try again. Admin UPass 1. No. Right, try again. Admin UPAS. No, doesn't like that. So admin, I've got to try and guess the password. UPAS. I can't remember what I call it now. UPass 1, was it? No, that's going to lock me out now after 3 attempts. Will it? I was just hanging. Can't remember. Yeah, so we don't know what the password is, so what we'll have to do is reset the parameters. Yeah, it's come up there. Yeah, because I've uploaded the firmware and it's still picking up. Yeah, because on the old firmware I told it to display the password, so I always knew what it was. To save me keep typing it in. Could do that again, I suppose. Is it this bit? Ah, it's this bit down here, isn't it? Right, so log in. Here's your password here. So string the value. Oh, if it's this, yeah. I can't remember where I put it now to tell it to display it. Is that it there? So we'll have to clear the strings. So we'll clear the strings. How do you do that? Reset strings. Let's do that. So if we reset the strings, it'll default it back to the password. Or there's another way of doing it as well. Hold down a program button. Don't know if that'll do it though. Holding down the program button. Don't know. Let's try. Let's have a look. Let's find out. So input audio actions. Where are you? Audio actions. Program button. Factory reset. Software reset. Engine reset. Where's the program button action I want, don't I? Program button action, software reset. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I've told it to do anything. So, right, I've always got an override on it. So all I've got to do is enable factory reset settings, but then it'll clear all the IP address and everything out as well. And it'll, yeah, probably better off trying to remember it. That's a good set. I've never been locked out of it before. Anyway, I think you can do it from here. Yeah, so when it goes and requests the page, it'll be in the login processor. So let me just enable that in the login processor. Right, let's find the login processor somewhere around here. Where are your login processor? Login password. Return. Here we go. So yeah, it's returning nothing. But if I get rid of this, yeah. So we only want the password, don't we? I'll tell you what. Let's do it. Right. Let's put that in and get rid of that. So I'm basically going to return the saved password. Yeah. So we'll return the saved password. Okay. Swap them back if you want. That's for debugging really. It just puts the password in for you. Right, save all. Right, so we're going to go over to upload that now, and next time it boots it should display us the password, username and password that was the one that was saved. So you basically just enter it as it is. Yeah. Because if you do a string reset, you'll have to put all the parameters in again. It's no big deal, but then it would have to set itself up as an access point. You have to connect to it, then put the parameters back in, or do it from UPAS. You can do it from UPAS. Oh, hang on, it wants me to do my juggling act again with the buttons. CP chips, CP is it 2102 or something rubbish one. So when you're buying your development board, just make sure it's got a certain one on it. Right, I'm just wondering whether it showed the password here as it booted. Yeah, it would have done. So I never thought of that, I forgot about that. Right, down here it should tell you the password. UPAS 2. Right. Oh, it's the default one. UPAS 2 was it? Program, don't know what it's doing. Right, admin, UPAS 1 with 2 S's, look. That's why. But anyway, has it finished loading? Yeah, is it writ it? Yeah. So let's go onto here and do a refresh on the main root. See how it's showing you the password now. Okay, so we'll just log in. That saves typing that in every time anyway. But yeah, the serial print listed the password anyway, so could have done it. Could have just looked at that in the first place. Oh dear. Alright. Oh god. Winter's coming, they say. Right, so I've slowly lost track, and that's just hanging around there now, doing that. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's finally arrived. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we can click that. Yeah, you can't see that, but if I switch over to the down cam, and then I click the import, you'll see that. Yeah, so that's that. Right. Okay, so that's okay. So I've got settings in about, so we can go to settings, Yeah, we've got settings coming up. Then we got about. Let's see if we can get it to do a reset on us. It's taking its time, but I am live streaming and other people are watching TV and watching films online, all sorts. So poor little broadband router's having to send to all that data down 2 little copper wires, and I'm 800 meters away from the fibre. Right. Okay, so we're there. Doesn't seem to have reset, does it? It takes its time, yeah, but it hasn't done a reboot. I'll keep trying though. So as long as it doesn't do a reboot. Yeah, it's annoying when that happens anyway. Right, so it's just doing this business. Look at that. Yeah, it's there now. Yeah. So what? How can I? If I get a router out of storage, and I set up a separate network just for this stuff, but I have to connect to it. I could connect to it wirelessly, and leave this other network alone. Maybe, I don't know. The one I'm broadcasting on. I don't know. It's a bit of a So it's. I don't know whether it's the browser or what. Let's try this browser. Yeah. Let's forget about that browser. Right, let's close that one. Let's try it on this browser. This is the one that it was quicker on, wasn't it? Right, so we're on that one. We're a different browser now. Same network, everything else, different browser. So we'll go on about. We'll go on login. Go on about. Go on login. See how quick that is? Now we're saying server not found again now. See that? Right, so one of these things, I think that's something to do with, if I remember right, it's something to do with down here. It's something to do with when something isn't found. Server not found. Yeah. Triggering a URL. Server not found triggered. Right. Fav icon. Serial printer request of the URL. So, yeah, so somewhere in here, I'm trying to look at fav icon. Let's find it. It's here somewhere. So generate, might be this. No, it's not generator 204. So where's it getting that fav icon then? Let's do a search for that. It might be this redirect. Right, let's do a find. Find. Paste. Fav icon. No results. Right, so go in here. Find. No, it's not finding it. Alright, let's find out on here then. Let's see if it... what is it? Icon generator. It's a tool to create a download fav icons. Right. Favy icon generator, completely free. A small image displayed next to the page title in the browser tab. How do I add a fav icon? It isn't required. It stands for favorite icon, and it's the icon the browser will use when displaying the page. You know the logos in each. Right, okay. Uh, hmm. Anyway, it's showing me that for some reason. Server not found, so it's getting to the bit. Right, so it's that bit there. This gives some insight into whatever's been requested. So the URL. So something is requesting the URL now. Fav icon. So where's it coming from though? Generate 204 get request redirect slash. URL that found fav icon. I don't get it. It's got to be in there somewhere. Alright, so you've got this here. None of these have got a fav icon on it. No, so it must be coming up out this HTML. It's got to be the CSS file. Fav icon. Icon, top nav. Icon. Get out of the way. It would have searched this anyway, wouldn't it? Is it a fav icon? Can you see fav icon anywhere? WebKit filter. Fav icon. Can't see it. Could be that little. No, it'd be in. Just wondered if it was that. Alright, so it must be. It's not in here. Could be here somewhere. Could be, couldn't it? So, right, we've got a footer. Top nav. Endpoint. Top nav. Don't know. Anyway, right. I've lost track of what's going on now. So we're going to tidy this up, aren't I? I think I'll leave that for today. Anyway, so it's going to be a bit of a boring live stream, this one. Bit of a boring live stream, so I think I'm going to quit it there because I've run out of things to say. So anyway, that'll do for today. We'll carry on with something, don't know what yet, because tidying up this code, that's what we're trying to do. Tidying up all this junk. Just, yeah. We'll leave it, let's leave it, let's go. Right, thanks for watching, see you again soon. Bye for now.